Hello everyone. In the present video, I am going to discuss about Michel Foucault's concept of knowledge, episteme and power. This is the continuation of previous video. In the previous video, I have discussed about his concept of episteme and knowledge and how these two are related. And today's discussion would be on linking episteme, knowledge and power. So let's begin. Episteme, as I have already discussed, is a set of rules that produces knowledge and makes knowledge in circulation. And episteme is part of every stage of human society, every epochs of human society. Episteme is very important part of human society and the knowledge system of human society, but it is very difficult to locate or trace. So this set of rules which is difficult to trace, but these underlying rules which produces knowledge and which makes the knowledge in circulation. As I have given the example of the theological stage, scientific stage, again further in the scientific stage a new stage developed called information society or digital society. So focus point, as I have mentioned about the focus point or common interest of various knowledge systems. So this focus point and the common interest of various knowledge system can be considered as rules, can be considered as set of rules, and this set of rules can be termed as episteme of a particular time period, episteme of a particular stage of the human society. One of the very crucial feature of the episteme, according to Michel Foucault, is will to know. Will to know basically derives information. Will to know produces information. Human beings have the tendency to know, to accumulate the information. So this will to know actually produces information, and the information and its collection makes the knowledge system possible to exist, makes the knowledge system possible to circulate. So knowledge system and its circulation, knowledge system and its existence happens because of the people's tendency to will to know, towards the will to know. They have a tendency to will to know, that they needs to know. They have a tendency, it's a kind of appetite among the people that they needs to know. And this will to know actually derives the information. It produces information, and various information again develops the knowledge. So this knowledge and its existence and the circulation is based on one of the important feature of episteme called will to know. When there would be no will among the people to know, there will be no use of knowledge, there will be no power of knowledge. So what does we mean the information? Information is not just simply some data. Information is not simply just some piece of writing. It's not something just an idea. Rather, it is a complete powerful system. When people acquires knowledge, they think that they are becoming powerful because they have some information. They have some information which they think makes them powerful, makes them important, makes them influential. So this will to know among the people is very important determining factor of the existence of knowledge and the circulation of knowledge. So here episteme plays a very important role, as I have already mentioned, through its feature called will to know. So in short, I would here again make a summary of it. Will to know leads to the generation of or production of information. Generation and production of information makes the knowledge system, and ultimately knowledge system exists, and then it keeps the knowledge system in circulation. That when there would be constantly people have this will to know, there would be this circulation of knowledge. That knowledge production would not be stopped. Production, reproduction. Production of new knowledge, reproduction of the existing knowledge. This is how the circulation is possible. Now come to the next point, knowledge and power. How knowledge exercises power, or how knowledge comes into power, or how knowledge production is powerful. Here Michel Foucault argues that knowledge is produced by excluding other knowledge. As I have already mentioned, that knowledge production is a continuous process, a consistent process. Of course, there are existing knowledges as well as the production of new knowledge. So how the new knowledge would accommodate itself with the existing knowledge? It would make its existence by excluding the existing knowledge. So here we can say that knowledge makes its existence, makes its powerful position by excluding other knowledges, that is other knowledge or existing knowledge systems. So this is how we see the transition or the change of the knowledge system over the period of time. In a particular stage of the society, we find a particular knowledge system very powerful. In another stage of the society, we find another knowledge system very powerful. It is because of the power exercise of the knowledge. Today in the scientific stage, the knowledge of science is powerful because it had been able to exclude the knowledge of theology, knowledge of metaphysics and all. And today in the scientific stage, again, as we know, a stage come digital society, information society, which further excluding the knowledge of the existing society or existing knowledge of the society. That new knowledge called information society, artificial intelligence, is defining the society in a new way. So even the relevance of the conventional society may be questioned. So this is how a knowledge system makes its powerful positions by excluding others. And another important point that I am going to discuss now is how knowledge makes a particular information knowledge or fact. That is, the information becomes the knowledge. How a information become knowledge? That in the previous points I have discussed, that's how will to know derives or generates information. So in this point I am going to discuss that how this information turned into the knowledge or fact. This is again a process of production. This is again a pattern of power exercise. A power exercise that determines the production of knowledge from the information. How? Here we can get the answer from an example. When we say something as knowledge, fact it is verified. It is verified, it is globally accepted, universally accepted. How it is globally accepted? Who accepted? The so-called experts in the field, those who are in the powerful positions, those who are in the deciding positions. They decides that this particular information is knowledge, is fact, and they accept it, they verifies it, and ultimately a particular information becomes the knowledge. And when it is universally accepted, globally accepted, then it becomes a part of the global knowledge system. Again, here let's take the example of artificial intelligence. When the scientific community, the experts, all decision makers accepted it, verified this technology, this particular information, and then they made it a global acceptable knowledge fact. And now there are various researches going on this particular knowledge. There are further production going on, further reproduction going on this particular knowledge called artificial intelligence. And this is how it is being able to maintain its power, and it is being able to maintain its circulation. It would go on. There would be continuation of this process. How it is possible? It is possible because of the acceptance of the information by the experts. So here Michel Foucault pointed out, knowledge maintains its power by exclusiveness, that some knowledge, some information would be accepted universally, would be verified universally, would be called as science universally, and ultimately it becomes a powerful medium of knowing the world. When it becomes a powerful medium of knowing the world, it becomes the knowledge system, and that becomes a powerful knowledge system. So knowledge itself is a powerful system. So this is how knowledge maintains its exclusiveness, exclude others, and there are the processes of acceptance, validation, and universality. So we can say that power relation is inherent in the production of knowledge, in the circulation of knowledge. Here again we take another important point: the power in state, power in state, and power in the knowledge community. Two things. When we say power, obvious interpretation goes to the government, state, or any administrative machinery. Of course, power lies in the state, in the administrative machinery, in the political system. Power also lies in the knowledge community, in the knowledge system. So here these two things are very, very important element of any society. Whether power in the state is exercising power over the knowledge, or power in the knowledge system is exercising power over the state. Actually both reinforce each other. Who becomes the powerful? Who becomes the powerful? Those who are in the state, those who are able to maintain their position in the state, in the administrative machinery, in the political system. Once they are in this position, they become powerful to determine the process of knowledge. It's not that they're directly producing knowledge, but they can determine the process of the knowledge production. They can regulate it. They can maintain a surveillance over the production of knowledge. Those who are in the knowledge system, they can also maintain a power exercise in the state affairs, in the administrative affairs. So both the elements reinforce each other. So this is how we can briefly understand Michel Foucault's concept of knowledge, episteme, and power. So these three things are very, very integral part of any society. Today's society can be very interestingly analyzed through the concept of knowledge and power and episteme and knowledge. So this discussion we can do in the other video. So this much is the present discussion. I hope you have understood. Thank you very much for watching.